Obviously, happy for our guys. A lot of contributions from a lot of places, a lot of people. This group just continues to find ways and have different guys help out, pitch in each night. Obviously, a really good Ohio State team. So, he was proud of our effort and how we were able to withstand the run there at the end and do some good things. So, I'm looking forward to a couple days off here to get some rest and get back at it over the weekend, get ready for Western. So, questions?
Jeff, Chris Holton thought that you guys were the more assertive, more physical, prepared team to start, and that got you that 13-point lead. You were, I think, down at the first half in the first meeting against these guys after you got off to a good start. What was the key for you guys being so sharp early, both ends of the court?
Well, I think, we had a lead down there in the first half, and I thought we went away from who we are a little bit in terms of where the ball got offensively down there. Tonight, we made a more concerted effort to play through the paint, and that set up some other opportunities of kick out threes, and we thought we moved the ball pretty well for the most part. And defensively, we did a good job of, the bigs are hard to handle, and a couple mistakes on not stopping Wheeler getting to the rim, but for the most part, we did a decent job and minimized the threes and the number of threes or the good looks they could get. So, again, a collective team effort.
Abby?
Greg, Tyler Wahl only had 3 points in your guys' last game against Ohio State, and today he had 20. What did you see from him today that was kind of missing from that first game?
The ball was going in today. I mean, Tyler won't say anything, but he wasn't feeling real well. That was about the time we had the flu rolling through us, so he honestly probably shouldn't have played against Indiana, but he gutted it through it before. And he's gotten, it's not just the flu, he's gotten better. I mean, he's playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. When you cross that threshold from sophomore to junior, when you're an underclassman and then become an upperclassman, a lot of things come with that you hope develop, and the leadership is, he's improved his game in all areas. Finally got some threes to go in for him. But just the confidence, I think, that he plays with right now. He knows that he's a really good player, and he gets he's had hard defensive assignment with this one tonight with DJ, but he competes and he plays exceptionally hard. And in terms of, it's a race between him and Brad and whoever for Floburns, who's going to be on the floor, and that you like to have those type of guys on your team.
Mike?
Coach, we talked to Tyler yesterday, and he said he was a little bit frustrated with the three-point shooting, but his confidence hasn't wavered. How encouraging was that to see him hit a couple of those tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's good. He took good ones. He took the right ones. Ball was coming to him with his feet set. Everybody shoots them better when they come in the direction they came to him from, and he's been working on it. I think he continues to try to improve and become more consistent with his release. And so it's good to see him get, some benefit and maybe some reward, so to speak, to justify the work he's been putting in.
Lee, back?
Yeah, Greg, we asked you yesterday what's the biggest difference from the first time you played Ohio State and today, and you said, I'll let you know after the game. So what do you think is the biggest difference, and how far your team's come since that loss at Ohio State?
Yeah, I think we did a better job, as I mentioned in Jeff's question, we stayed true to who we need to be and playing through the paint, and we did it early and we sustained it for the most part. And I thought we were better defensively, specifically in the paint. We were better, which when you're better there, you don't have to send as much help. You can close and recover shorter distances on the perimeter, and again, minimizing the threes was important. Because obviously they shoot it at almost 40% as a team. But I thought offensively we were assertive and determined to get the ball inside.
Jeff, Greg, you mentioned Tyler, his confidence at a little lesser level, but do you think Stephen Crowl is beginning to gain some of that as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good observation, because I thought he has, and that's just been, I've watched that over the last 5-6 games. Go back through box scores and just how he's, the three-point play tonight, even though he missed the free throw, left-handed off the glass through contact. That's, a month ago he wasn't making that type of play, so it's good to see that type of growth. Jim?
Greg, I'm sure it doesn't matter to you how you win, but you beat a really good team by double digits, and Johnny probably played one of his worst games this season. Does that show you that you can win in a variety of different ways?
I think what it shows you is this team is more than Johnny. And Johnny's obviously really important, he's a great player, but I thought all along we had some really good pieces, and maybe they weren't known, they weren't household names, but as this team has continued to come together, we've seen some of those guys kind of emerge, so to speak, and when you can have him struggle like he did, and credit to Ohio State for guarding him and making it hard, and he's going to get more attention, but having other guys step up and do a lot of good things offensively is, I think, just the sign at the end of the day, Jim, of a really good team, when you can not solely dependent on one guy.
Over the left.
Greg, you know the challenges of trying to compete in this league as well as anybody. Justin Orange for Ohio State's kind of going through it right now. He's not getting his shot. It's not falling. He's proven himself to be a good shooter over the years. When you are a high-level shooter and you're struggling in the Big Ten and conference play, what does it take for a guy to fight his way through that and come out on the end?
Well, you got to have a short memory. You can't worry about what didn't happen. Continue to. I'm sure he works hard at it. I don't know him personally, but I'm sure becoming that good a shooter, it's not by accident. His brother was a good player too at Michigan State. I'm sure he'll find a way. He'll keep working at it. But I think the one thing is you can't. Good shooters have short memories. They put the past behind them and just worry about doing their preparation and their work every day and moving on to next.
Abby?
Greg, you mentioned Wahl's a hard defensive assignment of Liddell this time around. What did you see from him? What do you think he really did well, even though Liddell scored 18 points?
Yeah, I think, we try to make catches tough, try to get him out of his comfort zone. We're able to squeeze him a little bit with some help, with being wary not to come off of too far of good shooters, because EJ passes it exceptionally well as well. So, he does so many things. You see him knock down some threes there in the second half. Second half. So he's a really good player. He passes it so well too, so it's hard to straight up double team him, and escapes out of it. And obviously he's had some perimeter games. So I thought Tyler just did a good job of not giving him anything easy for the most part. I'm sure I'll find some things on film that we can get better at, but EJ's a really good player.
Back.
Over the last 6 games and just seeing how your team's performed, what's been the biggest thing that has just stood out to you besides that, yes, you have a really good team and that there's more to it than just Johnny, but what is the biggest thing that stood out to you?
I think 2 things. One is the grit, perseverance, resilience, whatever word you want to use, adjective to throw on that, because it's not always perfect, but they continue to find a way. And the other thing is how different guys help. It's a true team in terms of how they pick each other up. Somebody's struggling, we have somebody else step in and help, and they really have taken that all hands on deck approach. They're a close group off the court. Like I said, it's a fun locker room to be in and a fun group of guys to coach because they play hard and they like each other and they get along well. So when you got that, playing hard makes up for can cover up a lot of mistakes at times. Not that we had many mistakes, but I always know that I'm going to get a tremendous effort, and that's what all I can ask for as a coach.